Warning, this podcast contains strong language.
Welcome back. This is episode 2 with Neville Southall on the World Class Stand podcast. Remember to like and subscribe and leave a comment and we'll get back to you.
There's so many pundits out there, so many TV channels these days showing games. Like, is there a pundit you still think, yeah, they're talking about the game, I like what they say?
I like most of the older ones, to be fair. The newer ones, yeah, no, not so much. And I hate pundits who go, yeah, well, he should have got his foot in there. And I'm thinking, fucking, I've never seen you make a tackle in my life. How the fuck are you telling me about that when you don't make it? I like Souness, I like Roy Keane, to be fair. Jimmy Carragher got it all because they've all played at a decent level and they're good at what they do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jamie, he's bordered on that, I suppose.
Yeah.
So he never made a tackle, did he? So
no,
he's always injured.
So and some of the other ones are saying, well, they shouldn't be doing a show. I'm thinking, but you couldn't do that. So you have so much stuff going on now that it's really difficult. But I think I like people who have been there, done it at a high level, and got the intelligence to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Because I'll tell you now, you're not telling me that Roy Keane and Souness actually say what they believe at times. What they want to say is, fucking hell, this is absolutely shite. I can't believe he can't do that.
Yeah.
But they can't. They've got to say it in a nice diplomatic way.
Yeah.
I think Roy Keane did touch on the other week, saying about what you said earlier, actually, you may not need no talent. As long as you can pass the ball, 3 yards left, all right. You could be an international player these days, as long as you're fit.
Well, yeah. You don't have to think. You know, if you don't get on with the manager, and the manager says, I want you to do this, and you just do that, and you never do anything different, how was he going to drop you? And you just do, right, okay, get it and pass it there, get it, pass it there, pass it there. Great. I've got so much more to offer you, but you can fuck off. You're not getting it. Mm-hmm. Because you only want to do that, so I'll do that. So the players don't take responsibility at times and do something different. And all that, all technology, fucking hell. Managers writing notes in the middle of the games. Fuck, have you got a memory? Can't you fucking remember that? And you've got a million analysts by you.
What's your thoughts on VAR then, speaking of technology? Do you think that's improved it, not improved it? Is there an agenda there?
Improved it for who? Who was it here to improve for?
Yeah, you mentioned earlier the big clubs potentially in terms of... So
the fella goes to referee the game. He referees as honestly as he can. He's human. He fucks up now and again. How many of them players do that? They all do that. So what are we saying? The referees aren't honest. In fact, paying the referees has made it worse. Because now that you might have an unconscious bias because your mortgage is riding on games.
It's your job, yeah.
Yeah, so if you don't referee well against the top 6 clubs who've got say, your career might be over. So, very difficult. But you've got 80 cameras around the ground. You've got all these fucking nuggets in the studio hammering you. And at the end of the day, they keep forgetting that they're fucking human.
Yeah.
And everyone in that studio and everybody that watches has fucked up. So what do you say? Okay, he's come here. He's done his best. He's had a shit day. Oh, he's cost us points. Okay, he's cost you points. What about your fucking goalie last week? Fucking threw 2 in. What about your centre half? What about him? What about him? Oh, yeah, but... Yeah, so they're as honest as he is. He's had a bad day. They had a bad day. They look for the excuse all the time because they're frightened to death. They're frightened of results. They're frightened of everything.
I think VAR is good for, did the ball cross the line, yes or no? But
so
with subjective sort of influence off referees, let's go to the room.
Do you really give a fuck? What are you going to talk about when you go down the pub after the match?
That element, yeah, I agree. That element does go with that. But
yeah, every decision was great. Yeah, it was fucking great. It was 0-0. Every decision great, fucking brilliant. What should we talk about now? What about Roy Keane saying to Jimmy Carragher, blah, 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 blah. The game's fucking there. Pundits are here. The pundits are becoming more important than the games. VAR's not for anything else, just for money grabbing twats at the top. And if you think about it, terminology, play between the lines, low block, high block, false number 9. What the fuck is a false number 9?
Striker that does that.
Like,
do you know what a false number 9 was in my day? Somebody who can't play up front and can't play midfield. So you have to stick him behind the striker because he's got nowhere else to fucking play him. And it's the least fucking position where he can fuck things up. That's a false number 9. Playing between the lines, that's what the fucking pitch is for. So the terminologies come out because they have to invent something new to keep people entertained. I don't know, what the fuck did I hear the other day? Some stupid, they keep hammering statistics. Statistics. I think, fucking hell, it's the government. Oh, this is, I'm thinking, shut the fuck up, man. I will listen to statistics all fucking day. I can do that if I fucking turn on the House in Parliament. I don't want that. I want to tell me things, but don't quote. Where do we get fucking, he's had the most assistants in Premier League. It's his fucking job. You wouldn't say, I'll tell you what, the fucking odd carrier's assisted 1 million bricks this week. Yeah, what's his fucking job? He carries the bricks to the fella to lay them. Yeah, but he's got the most. Oh, fucking well done.
Yeah.
Well, they just, this motion, it's just, and they just come up with this term, and I think VAR's a continuation of that, same as the blue cards. It's looking to change something to keep the viewers interested.
They've canned that for now, but like you say, is it
Dip
the toe in? We'll bring it back another day.
No, they keep trying to change everything. Yeah. How many subs? Do you know what really gets me? They have a squad of 25 at the start, right? That they give to the Premier League, don't they?
Yeah.
Which means what? That all 25 can play in the Premier League? And as soon as they change the team for the Cup, it's a fucking weakened team. The fuck's he doing in the squad then?
Yeah.
Are you trying to tell me that the people you're playing, it's a weakened team when you give 25 people into the Premier League to say that they can play at that level? And all of a sudden now they're playing fucking Doncaster away. They've got beat 2-0. Oh, yeah, it was a weakened team. How's it a weakened team?
Yeah.
They're all capable of playing in the Premier League. So how's that weak?
Yeah, I think the 5 subs per game is too much. I think personally 3's enough. Because like you said, you've effectively got 2 squads to choose from. Who are you playing? Which identity of that club?
You should have 4 subs. Goalie, defender, midfield player, striker. That's it.
No false 9.
So who fucking makes? There must be some coaching somewhere going, tell you what, how can we fucking make sure that we sound really clever on telly? Yeah. And then listen to me going, they did high press.
I'm quite pleased they've seen, well, a couple of teams anyway have gone back to the old school striker, Haaland, Hoyland, your Alan Shearer type of striker where he's a striker,
Well, they can't score goals.
Yeah.
People are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They are. What you need in your team? You need somebody up front who's good in the air and can hold the ball up, as well as score goals. Oh, there you go. Should we have a 4'6" fella? So when the goalie kicks a ball, he'll never get to it. So you have to have presence. You have to have strength and presence. It's hold it up there. Or your quality's got to be fantastic. A lot of them haven't got the quality to feed the striker. So therefore you have to have a big one to get hold of it, and then you've got a bigger area to it. So everything goes in circles. Everything.
Yeah.
It's just starting to come back with letting the game go a little bit, and people going, oh, fucking hell, what's going on? They're making tackles, so maybe. But then again, if you got a £90 million player, would you want anybody kicking him?
No. Just on that, actually, with the VAR thing, like they seem to let the game run on now, not kind of make a decision. They avoid making a decision. It almost seems like do you think it's going to get to a point where the game will run on, whether it's a one-on-one with a keeper and somebody's going to get seriously injured before they flag? Or
no, I think VAR will get better.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
See, I always keep saying, don't have referees, you're not doing it. Have the people from Gogglebox. Because they're used to watching telly. These people aren't, are they? No. Clearly.
Yeah. Do you think there's a conflict of interest there where you got your mates back in the studio and kind of don't want...
They don't never change their minds.
Yeah.
Do they? And don't forget, all the TV channels can hear what they're saying all the way through. So they know what's coming anyway. Yeah. I just think sometimes they should be mic'd up. The referees should be mic'd up. Like the rugby sometimes, and just go, bum, bum, bum. Yeah. And the people go, yeah, fair enough.
I think that helps a lot, doesn't it? Transparency. You need that kind of...
Yeah. And the other thing, they should get their little fucking spray gun out. Right? And as soon as you make a decision and people start running, a line round them, come with that, you're booked.
Yeah.
And they just go, yellow, yellow, yellow. won't fucking do it often. Because they'll realise then that that's not going to work. So did.
Yeah.
I've always wondered over the years why refs can't, dissent like that. Just yellow, do it again.
Can.
Literally 5 seconds later, okay, yellow,
Can.
gone. I know. I'd like to see it, but
Yeah.
You look at the whole game, not just you look at the game management. So there's two things going on: the game management and the relationship between the players and the ref. So
I guess that's changed as well over the years.
Well, yeah. In our day, you've got some referees. You go, fucking hell, ref, you're fucking useless, and you just go, you're having a fucking nightmare as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
And then you'd have that banter and then it'd be gone. Yeah. And then the ones that were worse were the ones that wouldn't speak.
Yeah.
So if they kept that continual dialogue going and people go, okay, and then we know how far we can go and then we can talk. The ones that don't, you're going, just get your back up straight away because they won't have that communication.
Yeah.
Which is wrong. But I still think if they're mic'd up, then it's much easier.
Yeah.
To just go penalty because I've seen the replay. People might not agree with it, but at least there'll be an explanation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it gives them. They won't do it probably because all the people in the studio want to fuck all to talk about them at half time. Because they're all, and they've brought a referee in now as well, haven't they? In the studio, so the referee can actually hammer the other referee or stick up for him if he's half decent.
It's, yeah.
So they just try any old shit to just keep it, just change it so they can
The controversy.
keep it fresh.
Because
They've got to sell. And, the way Sky are going, they've got to sell so many subscriptions. But then if Amazon come into it, Amazon will do games, and then you look at fucking BT Sports as well do games, and then somebody else will do games, and there'll be a bigger pool, so their thing will go down. Be interested to see the football money.
Yeah.
What they give out, television money.
Well, talking about money and big teams, who do you think is going to win the Premier League this year? Is Man City going to do 4 in a row, or will Liverpool or Arsenal, in fact, this year?
I don't think Liverpool will win it.
Mm-hmm.
I still fancy Man City. I think they're the best team. They've just got to keep their players fit. And when you look at it, you're looking at De Bruyne and you're thinking, how many seasons has he actually got in him? Maybe.
Do you regard him as world class?
Yeah, I think he's decent. Well, I think he was world class.
Yeah.
I think he's on the other side of the hill.
Right. He's picking up a lot more injuries now, isn't he?
Well, he's on the other hill. He's been world class for a number of years, and now he's on the other side where, he's a what you're going to get off him. You can mark him down as a minimum of 8 every week. Some of them you put them down as fucking haven't got a clue. So.
What about his teammate Phil Foden? He looks like he's stepping into maybe that
for now.
Yeah,
for now.
Yeah,
that's the thing with the media. Innit? If you do well for a couple of games, he's fucking brilliant. Oh yeah, best ever. 2 weeks later, they fucking can't wait to get him out of the England team.
That's true.
And that's we used to laugh our bollocks off with Wales because you look at the English team and you go fuck, and the Scottish team, the amount of grief they used to get off the media. Thinking, well, it's your own team.
Mm.
Why would you just fucking hammer them all the time? Things with Jordan Pickford stuff. There's no good English goalie, is there? To be honest, not very good. Any of them?
No, I don't think so. Sorry, Steve. Steve's English.
No,
I agree. Ramsdale was
we're not blessed,
getting it, and he got dropped by Arsenal. Pickford's a bit of a hothead.
Does well for England. He's never really put a foot wrong, to be fair to him.
He's done nothing wrong, but he won't win you many games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your goalie has got to win you
Points.
Games. He'll lose you a couple here and there, but he's got to win you more games than he'll lose you. And he's got to make an impact. And I think sometimes I look at Ramsdale, not a great presence. Pope, not a great presence. Jordan, if I was a centre half, he'd be up against the wall. Mm-hmm. Because he'd just get on my fucking nerves. You know what I mean? Because when you're playing, right? If I'm playing with you as a back three, I might give you a bollocking because you can take it.
Yeah,
I might encourage you, and I might be able to leave you alone.
That's probably
where we go.
So I couldn't treat you all the same.
Yeah.
That's
so when you're
point.
playing, you got to go there. So you got to make sure that you say what you want to say in the right way to each one of them to get the best out of them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just turn around and go, oh, fuck. You can't. You've got to be able to make some... Because all you've got to move the players is your voice. It's like a teacher. If you ever see a good teacher, they use the tone of voice all the time. And it'll control everything. You see a good coach, control the tone of voice, will control the speed of the session and how it goes. It's always the same. Yeah. Some of them just go fucking berserk. Do you know what I mean? And I find it hard to watch Everton at times when Jordan's playing because he puts me on edge and I'm not even fucking playing.
Yeah.
I mean, when the other kid come in or Begovic come in, I was quite happy as I sat there thinking it's nice and calm now. Do you know what I mean? Because I know roughly what they're going to do.
He's got a mistake or two in Pickford, I think, and has been obviously shown up in the past. He has cost. I think it was at the Liverpool game. Cost him dear there, didn't he? Everton. So yeah,
I don't mind people who cost you games if they win your games, and I don't mind people making mistakes as long as it's not the same mistake. And a sign of a good one is you make it once, maximum twice, and then you never make that mistake again. And you keep learning, and I think most of them do the same mistakes every week. Or every time they make a goal and do the same stuff.
Is that down to the mental side of the game? Like how important is it to get in the right frame of mind as a goalkeeper? Because it's a very different position from any other.
Move your body without using your brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing moves without your brain.
Exactly, yeah.
If it moves without that, that's got to be right.
Yeah.
But again, we built a society up where, one, people expect everybody to do stuff for them. Two, we judge everybody. All the television programmes and everything is done by judging people. So we built a society where we're so judgmental and so fucking lazy. Oh, you want me to fucking run 10 yards? Fucking hell, man. Well, you want me to train in the rain? Fucking hell. Do you know what I'm thinking? No, you've got to make sure that you're 100% all the time, and it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, and you have to keep looking. I looked at every sport I could. I looked at every kind of edge I could get. I used to mix my own oils. I used to find my own stuff to eat. I'd look at the sports. How does a golfer keep his concentration between hitting one ball, walking 200 yards, or whatever it was, and then fucking hitting another ball? How does he keep that concentration? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just fucking wandering around going, fucking hell, yeah, okay. I was a fucking playing. So that's like a goalkeeper. You have one shot, then fucking 10 minutes later, 15 minutes, you might have another one.
It's consistency, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's just keeping your focus without being over-focused. And it's a real trick. So then you look at the boxers for the way they move, controlled aggression, how they punch. Look at the weightlifters because you've got to make sure your body's fucking strong enough to lift your own weight into top corners. You look at gymnasts, and I looked at the wicket keepers. So for wicket keepers, the fuck's that about? Why did he crouch down and then have to stand up before they catch you? Just stand up.
Being a cricketer, I'm not a wicketkeeper, but I can only say it's a bit of a routine ritual to maybe get them in the mindset of...
Well, they say it's easy to call that, and I'm thinking, yeah, but if you look at them, they all come up first.
Yeah.
And then do it.
Stay low, yeah.
So I'm thinking, well, why don't you stand up and do it from there? Because it's much easier. And that way you've only got to make one movement, otherwise you make two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hockey goalies, when they come fucking charging out, fucking goal's only that big. So if I get this close to you, how close are my eyes to yours? That's the distance I've got to see the ball. How can I react that quick?
Yeah.
Well, I'm stood there. I've got more of a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I try and buy myself time to see stuff.
Yeah.
There's a time to come here. If the ball's there, then I can come here. If I'm fucking... It's mad. If I can only get to here, what's the point of coming there? Well, you stand there and say, beat me.
You back yourself with the angles and whatever.
Yeah, they just come charging out and they go, oh, fucking hell, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I looked at all the sports. The reason I wore a black shirt was because I thought, if we're playing, we play predominantly in winter. It's usually dark, so ball comes into striker, he looks where I am. He's got to take another look, might buy me half a second.
Oh, right, okay. That's interesting, actually, because they went the other direction, didn't they? Bright colours.
So you can be seen.
So you know...
Fucking brilliant.
Supposed to be making
not a rescue
bigger.
service, are they? I can see what they think. Like, what's more menacing? Something big and black next to you, or something like a fucking
flower.
Bush.
Yeah.
Parrot.
So I mean,
traffic cone.
There's a fucking flowery bush.
Yeah.
So, and I think they can try all that, but for me it was always Well, black's more intimidating in all them colours, I think, and it's harder to pick up.
Yeah. You mentioned about like the concentration levels. That's what I find with goalkeepers who play for the bottom clubs, they're more active throughout the game because they're constantly facing shots. Obviously, you play for a side who won the league. I'd imagine, you know, there'd be periods of the game where you're just watching. How important is it to keep that like high level concentration?
Oh, yeah, but you don't.
You might be only called
You
win
don't.
to win.
It's impossible. Anybody says they do is a fucking liar. I used to try and use traffic lights.
Yeah.
So I'd go green in when it's there, area, amber when it's around the middle, red when you cross the halfway line.
I like that a lot.
So I could take my focus up and down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm sure Rob Green, when he played in the World Cup for England, let that goal in,
Yeah.
over concentrated.
Mm-hmm.
So he had a complete blank because he was trying to focus too much.
Is that the 1-1 draw against USA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just let that stupid goal in. So I'm thinking you'll learn to take your concentration up and down.
Mm. Yeah, that's interesting actually. Yeah, because
Talk about your driving. When you drove here tonight, how much was it unconscious?
a lot of it is on autopilot,
And then when your brain goes, oh, it's danger, or something coming up, traffic lights, you automatically push back into your driving mode.
Yeah.
So goalkeeping's it's down there. As long as I've had to go at the centre halves or whatever marking, and I'm happy with that. Got myself in a good position. Right, okay, I can take it down a bit, and then I go back up a bit. And then I go, okay, so when they do that, how many choices has he got on the ball? So if he goes to the full back, how many choices has he got? Is there anybody going to make a run? What position do I need to be in? So it's about thinking ahead.
Yeah.
But they don't do that much these days because you go, oh, fuck. So that's what I mean. Jordan's a reactor. He's not a thinker. So therefore, he struggles a bit on bits. But the idea is the ball goes into the goalie, choices. It's all about looking at their choices. So if this is the goal, and I'm studying goal, and you've got a fella going to make the run near post, where do I want to be? I know it's only him. So that's the only thing I've got to worry about.
Yeah.
If there's him and there's somebody fucking on the edge of the box where he can pull it back to, then I've got two to worry about. That's what I've got to take a position now. If you've got somebody at the back, and I've got to go, right, okay, which is the best position I can deal with all three of these things, plus the fellow who might cross it, might shoot. So I've got he's got 3 choices. So I've got to try and cancel them 3 choices out for me, plus do him.
Yeah.
And it's about thinking your way through each little thing.
Any particular saves that stand out from your time? Anything you say last moment? Like say highlight reel, anyone you can remember in the moment?
I keep saying this to people: if the ball hits me in the face and goes wide, and I make another save where I just throw myself in the top corner, which is the best. It doesn't matter, does it?
Mm.
True.
Yeah.
Same result.
At the end of the day, the result is all I'm after. It's only the result. It doesn't matter how you get there. The result, you know, all that fucking don't use this hand. And I hear even them fucking pundits, fucking hell. Oh, this and that. And shut the fuck up. So I mean, just did he save it? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. If it goes in, criticise him if you want. But if he saves it, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Whatever part he saves, some of my best saves have been on my face. So I've made a save, and as I'm getting up, he's at the ball and it's hit me in the face and gone wide. Everyone goes, oh, fucking great save. Yeah, fine.
Make yourself big, be brave, and try and stand up as long as possible.
Yeah. But a save's a save, isn't it? So I never took him as great or good or whatever. The save's a save, and that's put it aside because what difference does it make?
Yeah, no, yeah. You quickly moving on to the next thing. That was going to be my question about, how important is it to kind of goalkeeper seems like a confidence-based position as well. Like if you let a couple of crap goalkeepers, you obviously won't have this issue, but if you let a couple of rubbish goals in, it gets you a bit down.
Loads of rubbish goals in, mate.
And then obviously when you make a couple of good saves, it gets your confidence up again, and then you can feel at times unbeatable. Then you feel that you got that kind of confidence.
I let a goal in at Norwich. Somebody had a shot from 25 yards away, went through my legs, and I thought, fuck. Well, I didn't realise it stuck in the mud behind me. So somebody run from about 20 yards and tapped it in. And then we played. Who did we play? Played at Chelsea, and I felt fucking fantastic. And I got sent off. So I try never to get there, and I try never to get there.
managing the emotions and
because I went at Chelsea and I did too much in the warm up. Here, I can't change history. If something's done, something's done. So just move on, do the next thing properly. If you fuck that up, do the next thing properly. So it's a process of getting to just do what I want.
Yeah.
And if you keep having a bad time, then I just went, I'll tell you what, fuck the result, fuck everything else. I'm not going to die. I'm just going to go out and enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And it just takes all the pressure off. So you just go, there you go. And I'd walk sometimes and go, I'm not in that wheelchair. The fuck have I got to worry about? Every one of them people in the stand would swap places with me today, so I've got fucking nothing to worry about, have I? So I fuck up now and again. So what? So they'd fucking die to be here.
Yeah.
So I never worried about that. So the hardest thing is when you feel great. Everyone goes, oh, you know when you feel shit when you get to the game or you don't feel great, you can build up to feeling good. If you feel fantastic, where'd you go from there for the next hour?
Yeah.
And nobody ever teaches you how to
Manage
keep
those.
that fantastic. Do you know, if you get up and feel great in the morning, it's fucking hard to keep that going
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
for the whole day.
Yeah.
If you get up in the morning, you think, oh, you're fucking tired, and the day you sort of grow into the day with your body and your mind. If you feel fucking fantastic. So I used to say to my goalies when I was at Bradford, right, I'll tell you what, Friday morning, come in, right, tell me how many catches you need before you feel okay. They go, oh, what do you fucking mean? I said, well, tell me when you feel good. So I'll do 15, 20, and you go, I feel good, so what's the fucking point you carrying on then? So I can't make you feel any better.
Yeah.
So why don't you just go home? Oh, fuck, can't do that. Why not? See,
Yeah.
a lot of the goalies, I never used to use a goal. So when they were home, they never let a goal in.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good
So they never got pissed off.
yeah.
And if I wanted to do, if somebody had a bad game on a Saturday, I knew exactly what their favourite session was. I just put that session on. So on a Monday. And you go, there you go. They'd really enjoy it, go away. So
Are you still involved in coaching now, goalkeeping coaching at all?
I do some work with Welsh FA on social partnerships, but nothing around goalkeeping now.
And the goalkeeper age that they peak, I think it's about 28. Would you agree that's about right? It seems to be they need to get like a certain bank of, like you said, scenarios where this is the best place to stand in this position when you got 3 strikers. That builds up over time, and then once you got that kind of bank of knowledge to go to, that makes you the pro. And also, like you say, managing your emotions from being high 1 minute, low the other.
I felt the best at 35.
35, you say it's even later than that.
Because there was not much going to shock me. I had a man's body, man's mentality, and I didn't give a fuck. Because I knew exactly where I stood
Yeah.
on everything. So you go like, okay,
That's true. I'm 35 now, so...
No, you're not.
no, 36.
I just go to the point and go like, this is Monday, I know what to do to get me to Friday.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do Saturday. I don't need somebody over my shoulder telling me what to do. I don't need all that shit. I'll take advice off anybody, the goalie coach, whatever. But I know how to get myself ready all the way through. I know what I'm doing on a Saturday. You don't need to bother me. I don't need to listen to any of the shit. I know how to get myself ready.
Yeah.
Do you think you could play in today's era? Not in
It's
terms of
fucking easy.
in terms of your maybe that attitude towards like wanting to do what you wanted to do. Is it,
I'd struggle now with the people telling me what to do.
yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'd struggle with the discipline of it all. But if I was brought up with it, I wouldn't know any different, would I?
True.
Yeah.
But I would struggle because if you've got the best fitness people, right, and the best psychologists, the best nutritionists, how come they play less?
Yeah, good point.
You think they play more?
Yeah.
How come they're not playing more then? So what's the fucking point of having the best people in the world and do less? So,
Yeah.
as a footballer, fucking fantastic, because your ideal job is to get paid more and do fucking less. Isn't it?
So how many games in that season when you went the Cup Winners' Cup league?
We played loads. I
How
think
many?
we played 70 odd.
Wow.
So we played at the international. I think I worked out. See, this is the other thing I hate is when they say how many appearances you've got. Because I got someone to check and it was 1,100 and something for Everton, counting the reserves and the friendlies. So why aren't they counted?
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
I went on the pitch for Everton Football Club, but they only count fucking the ones you play in the first team. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're given 100%, like like you did, you're still putting your body through that every game.
Yeah. That's what I played. I think about 1100ish, something like that. And I think that's fucking good.
Yeah.
So that's my learning zone. Now they play half to just over half, probably, or just under half as a player. So where's their education?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what and they miss out on. I tried to if I didn't play the game for the first team, I used to go fucking bananas. Just go knock on the door and say, "Why the fuck aren't I playing?" So even at shitty cups, I was playing every game because I thought, well, I don't know when it's going to end. And if I'm in a good run of form, why are you trying to break my stride?
Yeah.
True.
Why would you break my stride? So I just go and knock on the door and say, I'm going to fucking play. And he go, and he knew I'd be a fucking nuisance if I weren't. So most of the time he let me play. So it was all right. Didn't miss many that way.
We got a couple of questions from some young goalkeeping fans. I'll play you the videos, but we've had them sent in. What was the name of the first lad?
Freddie.
Hi, Big Nev. I'd like to save the penalty. What was your favourite penalty save?
What's my favourite penalty save? I'll tell you one, funny enough. We played at Coventry away, second game of the season. And to be fair, we got smashed really all game and we won 1-0. Tony Cotty scored. And Brian Klein, I think, took a penalty. And he just leather it into the corner. Man, I managed to save that. So that was... Because I don't think he'd missed hardly any penalties up to then. So yeah, that's probably my best one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I saved about half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I'm just I don't know why I'm interested to know why I am. Did Matt Letizier score a penalty against you?
I don't know. I never bothered who scored.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Just come to me.
I never bothered with any of that shit.
Yeah.
To get him.
I tell you, the only thing I remember about him, he took a free kick once, right? And I never seen it till it hit the fucking post. And I went like that, and it fucking went past me that way out. I thought, fuck, I never seen it.
So
it's the only ever time that's ever happened in my life. Well, fucking hell. I seen it in the post. I thought, fuck, it's coming back towards me, so I had to my back and it went through and then went out the other side. But see, clever player.
Yeah.
And then you look at, see all these nuggets now, right? They all want people who can run like fuck. He didn't.
No, totally different.
Yeah.
He had a brain.
Unpredictable, I guess, as well.
He had a brain, so he didn't need to run, did he? You can have as many Forest Gumps as you want, but they got no fucking brains, have they?
Yeah.
We got another question from Zach, age 9.
Hi, Big Nev. I have a question, and the question is, what was your favourite year of your football career and why?
My favourite year? That's hard, to be fair. It could be the one I retired, to be fair. I suppose the year we won the league, really.
Yeah.
I think we got a league and cup winners' cup. We missed out on the FA Cup, but I think for me it was the first time we won the league that year.
Yeah.
Because I think in the same year we'd lost the Milk Cup on replay against Liverpool. But even losing that, we knew we could compete with them. Mm-hmm. And once you know you can compete with them and be as good as them, they always finish top of the league, then you know you've got half a chance for next season. So for me, it's probably that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So you did a lot of travelling away with Wales. Is any kind of like good stories you got from your time away with Wales doing your trips abroad?
Yeah.
And who's they used to room with on your away days?
Well, you always have to room with the goalies, to be fair, which is good because they all made good tea. I think there's a few really. My first ever game call up was Russia away.
Right. Okay.
So we flew to Riga. They took us off the plane, made us wait an hour. They refueled it, got to Moscow airport. 6 hours going through Moscow airport. Then we got on the plane to Tbilisi, got to the hotel, and you had a choice, either a sink plug or curtains. You didn't have both. And, then we went to the game. I was sub, to be fair, and then everybody in the ground. had a uniform on.
Wow.
Everybody. So it was interesting.
Yeah.
And then I think we played Georgia away, and we got to Georgia. Fantastic hotel because it's built by oil. Down the road's a shithole. There's meat on the trees and all sorts of stuff. And then we got in the hotel and at midnight, and then we had a power cut. So manager called us downstairs, and then he said, "Oh, we might as well go training." I was like, right, okay. So we went training, got back about 2:30 in the morning. Said to the manager, "What the fuck are we training at this time of day for?" He went, "I didn't know what time it was."
Shocking.
And then we stayed in. We stayed. I think we stayed in one of the hotels in Heathrow, really, and we had these. Used to bring these videos along with the games and stuff. So they were boring as fuck. So we changed one for the porn tape. So I was like, "Oh look, Mike, there's Klinsman in the bath with them girls. Oh look what he's doing there." Fucking hell, you could tell he's a diver there. 15 minutes we watched it, and he went to coach, "Do you know what? I don't think this is the right video." You think, well, all right. So yeah, he was a nice fella, but just so yeah. But the trips we went on were all economy, all ridiculous o'clock in the morning. So most people didn't go to bed after the games. So
Right. Okay.
we trained. I think we went to Ireland in the Troubles, and we trained in rugby goals. So we're doing set pieces. 4 was all right because we kept scoring. Then we did defensive free kicks. Right, fucking Ian Rush just stood by Mike England, and they're just fucking chipping the ball in the top corners, aren't they? I just go, "Mike, he's not even fucking trying." So managers come and go, "What the fuck are you doing? You're not even trying." She's fucking rugby goals, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You think, okay. Yeah. It's just so, and then we played in Poland. We stayed in like a Travelodge, which is on the equivalent of the M6, noisy as fuck. And then the next day, they moved us out and took us to this fucking holiday camp like Butlins. But
Oh my god.
it was in shreds. All the curtains ripped to fucking all that. And there's a fellow who looked like fucking Dracula, and the other one looked like Lurch. So we stayed there for the afternoon, and then they drove us to the game, and they just fucking run everybody off the road with the escorts. Just fucking pushed them off the road. And then I think we went to Moldova. So we were training, and then we seen the fireman with ladders about fucking 3 foot with hooks on, and they were fucking running at this wall for the first floor and putting the ladders on and jumping up. Then he tried the second floor. It was you think fucking frightening what they can do. Do you know what I mean? And you think, well, fuck. So yeah, they were always funny. I mean, we played, I think, in Yugoslavia. And obviously Tito was in charge then, so there was loads of soldiers, and he had a soldier in the hotel. And when we came back, we went to this nightclub.
Yeah.
There was all the players and all the locals and one girl. Right, and she was in the middle. So we said to Dave Phillips, "You go and dance with her." So he was dancing with her, and then it all started like to get a little bit naughty.
Yeah.
So we had to come away and then go back to the hotel. There's a soldier asleep with his fucking rifle on the settee. So Jeremy Charles said, "Fucking hold the lift." If you held the lift, you only got the pillow. Fucking smashed him on the head and legged it. Yeah, so, you know, you'd never get away with it now. You know, we played out in Iceland and we lost 1-0. I fucked up for the goal, and when we came in after, my kingdom went, "And I suppose you're all fucking going out to the disco, are you?" And Rushy went, "You sorted it out, Mike." And he went, "Yeah, fair play, I did, didn't I?" So yeah, so they were always good trips. Do you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
it was. We just went everywhere, and to be fair, the press always went with us as well. So everybody getting on the plane after was fucking in a bad way. That's what I mean. But it was different because with the players we had and the setup we had, I suppose till Terry came in, really was all economy. So it brought everybody together. You know, we always had shit seats. We always had shit hotels. So, I mean, and then it was always like that. I mean, do you know, the worst thing is when I did the 19s. So we played out somewhere in a tournament, and we had a player, Jermaine Easter, I think it was, and he come to me after the game. He said, "Look, they call me the N-word all the time, so we're not having this." So I went to Welsh Affairs and said, "Look, got to put a protest in," and I spoke to somebody else, right, FIFA or UEFA, whoever it was, and I said, "Look, this is what I'm doing." "No trouble." sweep it under the carpet. I went, fuck off, I'm not doing that. Oh, no. So never heard nothing. And then we played out in Minsk. So we had our lads on this floor, and they were in with the referee and linesman. And their hotels have all got prostitutes in it. You know, they're sort of they're fucking hotel prostitutes. So because they were under 19s, they were all 17. So unbeknown to me, they put some money in to get this girl up. So they said, she said, what do you want? She said, I'll take your clothes off. So he took a jumper off and fucked off and kept the money. But they used to
see that coming.
The girls used to phone you at midnight and say, right, do you want sex? And I'd go, how much? And they say, well, I don't know, $50. I went, fucking hell, I want more than that. And then they never used to phone up after that, to be fair. But the referee linesman come back every night with me on our floor, and I'm thinking, under 19 tournament, you're supposed to be setting an example for these, and then you're doing all that. And we played Slovakia or Slovenia, and they wouldn't change colours. So we'd wore our red kit 2 days before, so it was in the wash. And the official come down and said, you're going to have to wear that red kit. So the kitman come up and said, look at this. She got the fucking big bowl and said, it's still wet. He went, I'll ring him out. She went, no, we're not fucking doing that. Not doing that. Oh, yeah. So, and then we had people like Graham Williams, who was funny. So he came as assistant manager to Bobby Gould, and he was just bonkers. He said to us one day, he said, you know, there's a secret place in Oswestry for the army. I said, how do you know? He said, oh, fucking everybody knows. It's not much fucking secret then, is he? but he'd shout stuff on like, wait till we get you back in England. It was funny, to be fair, but yeah. And then, well, but the trips are always good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always eventful.
Yeah,
always. You spend a long time with a group of lads, it gets really tight, and when everyone used to look forward to going away.
Yeah.
Because it was a good crack with all the lads. So, yeah.
What, like professionalised all that? What was there anything in particular that happened in football that, professionalised that whole sort of national team thing?
In what way?
Well, just maybe not going on late flights, early in the morning flights, maybe not economy, that kind of thing, where it started to be a bit.
Yeah, Gouldy changed it, to be fair to him. Gouldy did come in and he put a structure in place, and he wouldn't have the hotels. Yeah. But Gouldy just wanted to make a name, didn't he?
Was there more money as well flying around at the time? Maybe you could.
When I first started, they were getting boot money. There was boot money, just so I paid any boots wearing certain boots. So and then, I think we were on 100 quid. And then went up to 300 quid with 100 quid a draw, and that was the most we ever got. But then they took all your stuff out, your room service and your tickets out of that. So I used to come away with fuck all. Oh, wow. I got home and I fucking owed them money. So the funny thing was, right, we played out in Saudi Arabia. Mike Smith and Mike England was in charge. So we got there, fucking morning of the game, he says, right, I'm going to take you down the market. So we're all in our fucking Wales kit, training kit. He took us down the market, he said, oh, you get some cheap gold here. It's fucking boiling. He took us back, played the game, 1-2-1. They obviously paid the referee something, because the penalty was fucking outrageous.
Yeah.
A fucking supermarket called Quick Save in the old days, right? Yeah. So they paid the Welsh FA 25 grand in cash in a Quick Save carrier bag, right? And he brought it back. So he thought, right, I'm going to be clever now, the secretary. I'll wait and I'll get a better exchange. So we changed it from like, I think Deutschmarks to dollars, and then back in. And he got a fucking bollocking for doing it. And you think, oh man. So yeah, it was a shambles at times. It was funny. It was funny.
Stories to tell.
Yeah.
Great time to play though, imagine.
Oh, yeah, brilliant, to be fair, because some of the committee were just on the edge of going. So we'd all go up and introduce yourself as George Berry, who was 6'5", black lad with an afro. And he'd go, oh, well done, George. And next one I'd go up, my George Berry, well done, George. Well done, George. And when George went up, he said somebody else's name. Oh, thank you very much. So yeah, we had some good players, don't we? We had some good little times there, but it never quite clicked.
Do you think the current squad now, Wales, are going to qualify for the Euros coming up? Do they get through these?
Well, it's in their hands. It's in their hands, isn't it? Mm-hmm. What more can you ask for? You get 2 bites of the cherry with a bit of luck, don't you? If you get through the next one, Finland. Depends what sort of team turns up. if they have a crisis, they seem to respond really well to it. If they don't have a crisis, then it seems to be they need that other. They need something else. So, and they haven't got Gareth, have they?
No, that's
so at the moment we haven't got a natural goal scorer. And if you pulled Messi out and you pulled Ronaldo out of their teams, that's what it's like for Wales. Yeah. They haven't got that
world-class player
magic,
the talisman,
so that you can do nothing and then produce something. So that's what they haven't got at the moment. They're changing over. So there's lots of talk of people trying to get a manager out and stuff like that. It's just you've got to go through that change and then get a settled squad and then build. So it's difficult for them at the moment. But they just got to find a right way of playing.
Yeah. So you've talked about obviously playing career. What are you currently doing now? You do a lot of stuff. We see it on Twitter, mental health work and things like that.
At the moment, I work in Blaenau Gwent, which is the Welsh Valleys, one of the most deprived areas in Britain. And my job is to get people into employment, ready for employment, or ready to get ready for employment, which can be anything really. So I like doing that. Yeah. It's good that I've paid for about 1 billion charities, and at the moment I'm trying to get a radio station off the ground.
Right. Okay.
A mental health radio station in Wales, if I can, because I think nobody else has got one. So I'm not sure. I'm just going to have another meeting. But I'm not sure whether we try and do it as a radio station or we try and do it as a YouTube channel first and then build up something. But we need something.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you always post positive messages on X and Twitter, which everyone appreciates. So definitely.
Do you know? Talking about keeping you grounded, right? I think quite hard about what to say, right? Because basically I'm saying the same thing over and over again in trying to do different ways. And I thought, I used to sit there thinking, fucking hell, this sounds fucking brilliant, right? Nothing. So I thought one day I'll just put a kitten on. Fucking tons of stuff. So I think that's fucking taught me a lesson, isn't it? Don't try and fucking do something you can't fucking do. Just put something simple on because they all love the fucking kitten. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well...
Overthinking, I guess, maybe.
Huh?
Overthinking, maybe,
Yeah, well, no, because you want to try and say something really positive, right? So it's like coming into a team meeting and you go, what am I going to say? I'm going to say the same thing over and over again, but I need to find different ways of doing it. So I try and find different ways in my head of saying the same thing, but in a different way each time. So sometimes I get up and I do overthink and I think, that sounds fucking brilliant. And nothing. But I never look at the likes. I look at the other engagement. So like, if there's another 8,000 people seeing it, then it would have helped somebody in that 8,000.
Yeah, 100%.
So I work on the people that don't reply.
Yeah.
And then I'm happy with that. But then if you try and think of something, you're overthinking. You're thinking, and then you go, yeah, fucking put a fucking kitten on, it says more. I suppose maybe because if you put a kitten on, everybody smiles at a kitten for some reason.
Yeah.
So then I try to experiment with different animals. So when people, I put fucking all sorts of animals on. So I mean, just to see which ones. But the kittens, by far, outweighed every other fucking animal.
Guinea pigs are all the rage as well at the moment. I know,
yeah. I think donkeys and goats and stuff. And I found, I like sloths and things like that. And I found a booby. I thought that was funny because it had blue feet and stuff. That was, and I used to put, here's a nice booby for you. And people go, oh, no, that's not what I thought. So I tried different things, but yeah.
It sounds like a good idea if you get off the ground.
Yeah, it does.
Mental health radio station. Sounds like a
good
idea.
I'm hoping we can do something because it's been about 2 years now. I've got some people around the table. It takes time, but whether you have to do it as a YouTube, I've got psychotherapist, so head of psychotherapy at the moment. She's got his gold, so I'm going to get farmers involved, the LGBT people. So if I get people around the table from all walks of life, and we can affect all walks of life. Yeah. So I don't want it to just be. So I want people to know about it, like farmers especially, because what I tried to do with my Twitter was my original idea was to go Monday, Alan, because he does all the addiction stuff. Tuesday, there was Saik, who does psychotherapist stuff. Wednesday, I had the trans people on, so they had Thursday, I had somebody else on. Friday, Alan came back on, and I thought that's 5 days where people know there's five for their own sake, trans people know that day, the other people know that, and I want to try and build it up to 7 days where everybody had a day where they knew they could actually put my Twitter on it and find somebody that of theirs. And that was the idea, and that would keep me off Twitter for one. Because I tried at first to do stuff, and I thought, well, I'm not an expert, am I? So I'm not an expert, so why would I try and do stuff around LGBT stuff? And again, I got took to ground because I used to ask them questions and stuff, and I seen this girl that said "Bi AF." Oh, I ain't got no clue what that is. So I tweeted, says, "What does Bi AF mean?" She went, "As fuck, you idiot."
Okay.
All right, there you go. So life's got a funny way of just going, look, you think you know everything, but you know fuck all. So I worked out very early on that I do actually know fuck all. Right?
Yeah, you've got the right intentions to set it up.
Well, I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know, which is the best thing I know.
Yeah.
Because if I know I don't know, then I won't pretend I know, and then I can give it to somebody who does know and do it properly.
So this is like an ex handover of your account almost.
Yeah,
is it?
well, I've done about 150 charities so far.
Okay.
So I like doing that, and I like to find. I sometimes go through everybody on my Twitter looking at little charities and see, because they're not going to get the audience that some of the bigger ones do.
Yeah.
So I try and do that. I'm just a patron of Good Grief Trust, if you know what that is. Good Grief Trust is great because the girl, her husband died of cancer, so she went to the doctors and then there was nothing, no help. So she decided to do something about it. So they've got this card now in England where they go in there and then they get handed a card by the nurse or whoever, and on that is a QR code. And if you put your postcode in there, it tells you what help is available in your area. So they've also got things that, if you do a memorial bench, you have that QR code on there as well. So they do all that. So they're trying to do it in football clubs and stuff like that. So we want to try and do that in Wales as well. So there's loads of good stuff going on. Do you know what I mean? It's just
getting momentum behind them.
Yeah.
Bigger
Audience.
I mean, they've got 800 charities or something like that under her umbrella. So it's good. But people, what I find is people don't know stuff. So we all live in our own bubbles, and then we tend not to go outside unless we have to go outside. So you find out, less. So for me now, I've just done something at the job centre this morning, and I had all the providers there to get employment, but nothing around mental health really. I think they had one for mental health, and I'm thinking, well, if you can have a job centre, you need all the charities around the job centre, because the one place you can have mental health is fucking in here.
Yeah.
So you need to have that support in place around it, and I think the school should do it as well. The school should have a series of charities, like a safety net around the schools, but they just don't, and then let them go in, and businesses should do as well. But everyone's loath to let people in, and it's a shame really, because that's what they need. So I mean, going back to the menopause is always a big issue around menopause in the workplace now, isn't there? So
it is getting talked about more in workplaces, and having support for colleagues, because it's a massive change in someone's life and it does impact how they perform and things. So it should be something that's being brought to the table a lot more.
Let's know that. Just want to be respectful of time, so we'll shift into the
we'll do a
quick fire
question round. Hopefully light-hearted, lifting under a little bit.
Go on.
But,
nice, short, sharp. Yeah.
Okay. So we asked Letissa this question. So if you had to pick between the two, what would you rather, a fry-up or a cooked Sunday roast?
I've gone off roast.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I can't sit down for that long. I find it really hard to eat Sunday roast now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a fry-up, miles better.
Fry-up, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, talking about your X account or Twitter again, how angry was that tree this week?
Have you never seen an angry tree? Just tons. Yeah. You look at that tree, you think that's angry, because the background is like quite stormy, and then you've got this tree with it, and it's like a normal tree is just like all fucking relaxed. That's all fucking all over the place. It looked really angry. I thought if I could get up and walk, I'd be fucking going now. But yeah, I was very angry. I can't believe nobody's ever seen an angry tree.
Yeah, they're quite a lot of replies. But yeah, it's good.
So you mentioned earlier about you for performance gains, you ate some try some things, try some oils. What was the most random thing you ate to give you that edge?
I actually got some stuff. I think Lennox Lewis used it once. I think it was called something like Glycosport. And it was a tiny little thing that I took. And it's supposed to have had good results with dementia in Denmark or something like that.
Okay.
But it tasted like proper iron. So it was little black stuff, so I took that. And I had some other stuff that was supposed to come from the Amazon or some chocolate bar. So I had that. So I used to take that. Whether it worked or not, like, the one thing I did do, right, the one thing I did change, not food-wise, but, you know, when you're on the way to a ground and you see one magpie or whatever is unlucky,
Yeah.
and you go, fuck, you know, well, I'm a football, everybody's socially like superstitious. You go in there and think, I've seen one magpie. I was thinking, right, I'm not going to change this. So go, I fucking hope I see a magpie. One, and I hope I see that, and I hope I see that, because that's all bad luck. So fuck that. I'm going to play well because of that. And I used to use that then to prove that I could play well, even with that.
That was your kind of
So I tried to go against everything, and that's why I changed all my warm-ups. I changed all my warm-ups. I used to go on the pitch and go, right, how do I feel? If I feel great, okay, I'll put somebody else in goal and have shots. Right?
Yeah.
Because I feel good. When I went to Torquay, I hardly trained at all with them. I never trained in the week because I was coaching someone else. I played 27 games, got player of the year.
Yeah.
So I use that as an experiment so I could use my head. Don't need anything else.
One of your iconic looks is the moustache. What's happened to the moustache? Was there a reason behind getting rid of it?
No, it just got on my nerves in the end. And to be fair, I suppose you fucking find it out now. It'll be white. Tell me it'll be white soon. It'll be white soon. So, no, I don't like it.
No.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it just itches me. Now and again, I let it grow, and I think it's more like a fucking Clive Dunn off Dad's Army. So no.
Did you have a goalkeeping idol when you were growing up as a boy?
Pat Jennings was mine. So Pat Jennings did stuff that you couldn't teach. He made saves that with his whole body that you wouldn't teach. There's no technical term for what he did at times. So yeah, for me, he was a unnatural goalie. So yeah, for me, he was calm, always calm, never ruffled, and that's what I look for in people.
Yeah,
Keeps class.
If you could assemble a back four to sit in front of you as a goalkeeper from world football, your era, this era, what four would you pick to sit in front of you, the best four you could have?
Kevin Ratcliffe, because he knew what to do for me. I think it's really difficult. In all fairness, when you look at Maldini, probably. I don't know who else. Right back. So I didn't give a fuck really who played. So I didn't.
Just have two of the four.
It didn't really bother me because whoever was there. I had no choice, did I?
Yeah.
So I just go, okay, well he's playing there and he's playing there. Gary Stevens, quick as lightning. John Bailey, funny as fuck. Pat Van der Nauw, difficult at times because if you shouted something at him, you never knew when it went in because he just stared back at you. You weren't sure whether things were going in. John Bailey was always a good laugh. Yeah, so yeah, for some it's. See, I think when you want to assemble a back four, you never start there. You start at the front. Right. I'd start with Rushy because Rushy was our best defender.
Yeah, fair point.
So basically, you could have four nuggets at the back. It didn't matter because if he did his job, the midfield players did his job, they should come near him.
Yeah.
So for me, it was all about that.
That is okay.
Back in the 80s, the pitches we was talking about earlier, like everything was a lot tighter in the stadiums and even into the 90s with all the terraces and everything. What's kind of the funniest, like maybe like cheer you've had from the crowd or insult maybe someone because you'd have been stand right next to all the fans? Is there anything that sticks out that?
Well, again, if I wasn't feeling great, say I thought a bit tired and all that, I used to go. Say if we played at Old Trafford, I'd go and pretend to look at the pitch. I'd go down to the Stretford end and pretend to look at the goal mouth, and they'd give me fucking tons of stuff. Right? But then I just walk away going, "Fuck you! You done my team talk."
Yeah.
So I use them to motivate me all the time.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So I used to love that. They used to give me loads of stick, and then at the end when you won, you just go like, bye.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you know, I like Millwall, they built Millwall up to be something else, and I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
Do you mean my missus had chicken pox at the time, so I come down in the afternoon with a couple of fans. I went to the cafe next door to the ground. I had bacon sarnies, went and played the game. We won 2-1. We come back on the bus. I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We played out in, where did we play? Oh, yeah, we played at Arsenal, and what we decided to do, we did it a few times, was see if we could get the fucking ball into the private boxes behind the goal. So we used to try and smash them up there. So we did that for a bit. We only got one near. Then the following season we played we come out on the pitch and the policeman went, not this time. We can't do that. And then I had a point where when you kick the balls in before the game, just before the game, and someone comes and warms you up because you're obviously not warm. And I used to smash the ball at the opponent's bench if I could. And then Monday we played Oxford. And I smashed the ball. It just missed their bench. So on the Monday, our Kendall pulled me in the office and went, right, okay, the fuck have you been up to? I said, what's the matter? He went, but they let off a girl. It's the first game ever. This fella's daughter went to the game first time ever. Smashed the ball out, didn't I? Fucking broke her glasses, knocked it out. She's never seen the game. Right, okay, so. And then when we played at Luton, they used to have the T-bar behind the goal. Used to try and bend the ball into there if we could. So, yeah, you can use a crowd to your advantage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I always try. I didn't mind any of this thing. Got loads of stick at West Ham, loads of stick at Leeds, but I didn't mind all that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that helps
fun,
motivate you.
and when you win, it's great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you just go, see you later. And you're like, oh, you fucking swat. But funny enough, when I came out of Everton once, someone went, oh, yourself, oh, you fucking shit. I went, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? He went, fucking Dave Watson. I said, they don't fucking talk about him anyway. And he went, oh, all right, mate. And just fucked off. So, sometimes they don't expect you to say anything back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, I think I played one game and I was getting loads of stick off somebody. And I said, just fuck off, will you? And I got a death threat in the house, so they said, just come burn my house down. So I went to the chairman and said, look, this is what I've had. He went, okay. See you later. I said, what are you going to do? Fuck off. Well, that was it. Cheers.
Fend for yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah. Here's a cup of water in case it happens. So everything's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, going out. So at your peak, to peak your powers, we are the world class stamp. Would you consider yourself world class or possibly world number one at one stage?
Not remotely interested, mate.
Okay.
It doesn't make any difference, does it?
Yeah.
Because once you start going down that road, it's a very slippery slope. I go in every day, and if I don't feel that good when I'm driving in, I'm going, there's going to be somebody down the road who's training harder than me, who wants to be better than me, and I don't want that to happen. So you just go in every day and try and learn and try and do something.
Yeah.
I never thought about the other stuff because that'll take care of itself. It doesn't matter. People keep saying, oh, this, that, and the other. What difference does that fucking make? Imagine me going just from I'm fucking world's number one, then I just go, fuck off your shit. You know what I mean? So, whatever like even if we played and the crowd would fucking go mad because they thought you made a great save and after somebody come and go, fucking catch it, will you? So it was a matter of
Difference of opinion.
Yeah, there was none of that getting carried away because it's fucking absolutely hammer you. That's I think it's a good thing. And it's really not for me to really worry about stuff like that. It's for other people to. I know people keep going, oh, would you want a statue? What a statue for? So I'll have a statue and you go, what? So pigeon can come and shit on my head. Don't need a statue. What you need is to win people's hearts when you played, and I think I did okay on that. So I'm happy with that. I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Because they took to me.
You get a stamp from us.
Good answer,
so.
yeah. So this might be a quick one. Who's your biggest friend in football?
Or
best friend?
Kevin Ratcliffe, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Tony Roberts as well. I've known Tony for years and years, to be fair.
Was there anybody else that you would think would like to come on our show, World Class Stamp? And
have you had Reedy?
No.
Reedy, just ask Reedy one question and then that'll be fine. You won't need anything else.
Just
brilliant.
off he goes. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, thanks,
Ask him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give him a message, is it?
Say, look, can you come and do it? He's good as gold, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Ideal.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you only do footballers?
No. We'll have anyone else.
Yeah, but you only do about football, don't you?
No, we like any sports related thing. You know, we'd be interested to rugby players or tennis players. What's
your audience? Would you have any LGBT stuff?
Yeah.
Have you spoke to Charlotte Galloway from Cardiff?
No.
Not heard the name, no.
She does Cardiff Dragons. It's an all-inclusive club.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great to have a.
She's on Twitter.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's good as gold, but she does stuff with the FA bits. But they decided to have this club that anybody can play. Doesn't matter what you are.
Yeah.
So she's good as gold, to be fair. She could talk as well.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's all right.
Love to have her on the show. Yeah.
Good show.
Thank you, Nev, for coming on today, and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, to leave a like, and if you want to get involved in the debates, leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But that's it for this time, guys. Have a world-class weekend, and we'll catch you all next time.